I'm gonna keep looking at you, huh, if you sit there. Yeah, come. We all have a lot of ideas. Oh, so funny. Let's fix my hair. It is the wedding season, isn't it? I'm glad you watched it. So, I don't know yet. Let's see. Hi, this is Katrina Kaif, and you're watching me on Bombay Times Online. You know, the first movie that we've all done together, Shah Rukh, Anushka and me, Jab Tak Hai Jaan, from that time till now, I think personally in our interactions, we've all had a lot of changes in our lives. We know each other better now. Anushka's gotten married. We've interacted with each other so much more now since those years. So as people, I think there's been a lot of change. As in a professional space, me and Anushka don't have much screen time together in the film, so that factor doesn't come into play in that. But as people, I think she's had tremendous growth in her personal life, in her career, in her production house. What she's done with herself and what she's done with her career, I really like. I think I really have a lot of admiration for the fact that she's been able to put stuff together. You know, we all have a lot of ideas. Oh, so funny. You jumped. We all have a lot of ideas, but what's tricky is to execute those ideas in between the hectic schedules that we run for our movies. So the fact that she's been able to start her own clothing line, her own production company, I think that's really wonderful. And she looks like she's in a fantastic space, and I really enjoy her company. And the most important thing is that we enjoy each other's company. We have a lot of fun. We're missing her right now. She's in Australia, so we're missing her in promotions. Otherwise, we have a good time. Like we pull each other's legs and have a good time. Oh, do they? Oh, super! Congratulations. I mean, I think I loved everything about the film. I really liked. Actually, what I like about Afia's character is kind of what I like even about all the characters. I like the fact that she's very strong and very confident in spite of her disability and in spite of her physical disabilities that she has to overcome. And I'm sure that's a battle for everyone. Even if a person is at comfort and in acceptance of being facing the physical challenge that one faces with the disability which Afia has, it's still going to present its difficulties to you and there's obstacles to you all along the way. But Afia's character seems like a person who never lets it get her down. And she never lets it weigh on her. And that's what I really like about that character. Well, when we would do the schedules, so you shoot one bit and then you have a break and then before your next schedule. So every time there would be a break, we would always chat before the film, and I would always tell Anand sir that do we have to go back into this? Like it would be hard to get back into that space because I wanted to be happy, and I was in a light, kind of a place of being light and having fun in my own life. And it's an emotionally draining and emotionally difficult character to play. And there's no other real way that you can ever play anything except truthfully. And you need to kind of to go through all those emotions and go through those beats. And it was tiring. It did used to take a lot. And more than anything though is that you weren't happy, like you're not happy. So I would always be like, here we go again. But at the end of any experience like that, of course, is very, you learn a lot. You feel very satisfied at the end of it. Like as a performer, the challenges and what I've learned out of making the film and the process with Anand sir and the process of the whole film, I've taken away a lot from it. Yeah, I mean, see, that struggle was always going to be there because for me, my first language is not and was not Hindi. So when you grow up for the first, I think the first 5, 6 years, 7 years of your life are the most formative for your brain, for you as absorbing information and absorbing knowledge. So if for the first decade of your life you've not heard, or you've been hearing other languages, in my case it was different languages because I traveled a lot, it's always going to be more hard for you to grasp that. So it was always going to be, for me, a little bit of a struggle. It was always going to be that. But what I guess I never wanted it to do is I never wanted it to come in the way of how I wanted to perform. And for that to happen, two things had to happen. One is I had to not let it get in my way. Even if I didn't sound perfect, even if my diction was not 100% perfect, you have to not let it get in your way. You're not conscious of it. So what? It's okay. It's fine. Are you understanding? Is the emotion coming across? Yes. The other thing was I had to really work on it. And to do that, there's been many people with me over the years in the process. But right now, like in the last few years especially, I feel I luckily came in touch with and started working with some really, really good people, and really being able to get things in my control, like you said, making it very comfortable and in my control. And also, with time and with experience and with the amount of hours you put into everything, you become better. You become better at it. You get more information. You get more techniques, more ways of doing things. You learn more ways of doing things. That we were just laying the groundwork in case we wanted to write a book. I don't know if I'll actually ever. I could definitely write a book, and I could write a very interesting book. I just don't know if I ever will. I'd have to think about my book and my title, but one book that I would say right now, which I really like the approach for, is Michelle Obama's book, Becoming. So the reason I love that title so much is what she says is that when you're in school, and you're young, everyone asks you, what do you want to be when you grow up? As if you're going to grow up and reach some destination. But what she's actually discussing in her book is that we never reach any destination, right? We're always on. This is a continuous journey that we're on. We never reach anything. We don't grow up and become something and then that's it. Everything is sorted. Our life is sorted. It's always a constant struggle, a constant process, a constant change. So I don't know yet. Let's see. So one thing I don't really do in general, I don't set these, what do you call them? We do resolutions. Resolutions, and I will do this, I will do that, I want to do X or Y or this. Primarily, not because I don't have anything to set or not because I don't want to set anything, but primarily I just think that things don't work out the way that you plan. So setting it doesn't really do much. But what I do try and understand is where I'm at and what I want to feel. What situations do I want to be in that will correspond with the way that I want to feel right now, with the feeling that I want to have. Do I want to be in a place where I feel I'm learning a lot? Do I want to be in a place where I feel I'm discovering something, where I'm traveling, where I'm relaxing, being with friends, being with family? I think understanding which kind of places you want to be at, if you're comfortable and if you're happy and at a peaceful place, whatever you want to do creatively or career-wise or work, I think it will happen automatically rather than struggling to make it happen, striving to make it happen. Wow, 100%. I'm hoping Bharat, because Bharat is a film we've done since Ek Tha Tiger, and I hope that we're all improving and moving forward and doing better and better work. So we're still shooting for the film, but so far it's been a really, really good experience. And Ali is he's just such a wonderful director to work with. As 2 a.m. friend, so this really depends on what is happening at this 2 a.m. It's quite clear because at 2 a.m. it's generally difficult to get a straight answer out of Varun. So it really depends what I'm looking for at 2 a.m. What kind of advice I'm looking for at that early hours of the morning. I think what Anand sir is one big message he's trying to say with the film is that we all feel incomplete as people. I think everyone has different, it varies of different levels, but I think a human nature is inherently that way, that deep down you feel a little bit incomplete, and we're always searching for what it is that's going to make us feel complete and make us feel whole. And we look for that in outside circumstances, whether it's our job, or whether it's our partner, or our husband, or material things. And a lot of times, the journey of feeling complete often comes from, you'll find that within yourself, not from outside.